So I did a nasal breathing experiment. I'm gonna show in the next parts of the video here. Just wanted to kind of set it up, although I talk about a little bit of the setup. And the takeaway is getting people to breathe better and more. And again, a lot of folks I know go out for runs. It's a very common activity. And to get more out of your runs, to think about how we can improve our physiology and get more out of it. I'm always working with folks on their breathing patterns. And I'll say it again real quick, is when you take a deep breath in, and we're mouth breathers, that's a whole different thing, mouth versus nasal breathing. But if you take that breath in and you're up here into your chest, into all these muscles, you're continuing this tightness, and your nervous system is just constantly on, which ties into our stress response and all that stuff. So if we can take that deep breath in, into the belly, I'm not gonna show my pregnant belly now, but if we can take that breath in, big belly breath, that's kind of what I wanted to set up here. And I want to, over the next few weeks, work with you folks watching on how to incorporate different forms of breathing into your daily activity. Even if you just sit here and you start to work on the nasal breathing, it's something that is very much worth experimenting with, very much worth incorporating as you start to pay attention to the effects. Again, they're very subtle. So again, we're gonna talk about it a little bit. Take a look at my little experiment outdoor running. And yeah, if you have questions about nasal breathing, the disclaimer is always be cautious. Consult with someone like me in person, a qualified and licensed healthcare practitioner. But yeah, tell me how you feel about breathing. If you played with it, I'd also love to hear your experiences of nasal breathing versus just breathing in general. Yeah, definitely more to come on this. Excited to explore this.
Hanging out here with the cows. I just did 24 minutes running out. I'm gonna run 24 minutes back, or about that. Listening to a podcast about breathing. So as a reminder, I'm picking that up. I'm gonna try a little experiment going back of how many nasal breaths can I take. All right, we might unintentionally breathe in through our nose, but I'm gonna count very intentionally, try to maximize over the next 24 minutes on my way back how many breaths I can take. The cows seem to like it. Yes, cows? No cows? Okay, we'll see how that goes. The encouragement here is experimenting, get more nasal breathing into your life. Your life. You just finished my 19 minutes back. 19? No. Yeah. It was only 19 minutes back. It was downhill. Even though I was only breathing in through my nose. Went from 27 to 46. Yes, 19. 453 nasal breaths. I did break and take proper mouth breaths just to kind of get my system down. I'll take a look at the data on my Whoop in terms of how that looked on the way back. So I'm actually pretty surprised it was that much faster, and I was at a pretty good click. But yeah, it was very downhill. I don't remember ever being that fast. Coming back though, I don't know if I can attribute speed to nasal breathing. But nasal breathing, I definitely was an experience. If you haven't played with it, we're going to talk about some different ways to experiment with that.